All right, here we go again. So I'm on my sandbox or my lolcat site. I'm going to go to the site admin, and what we're going to do is we are going to modify the footer in this page. And so I'm going to go to the editor and under appearance, and right here I'm going to just pop this open in a new tab. And so here's my site so far. No real footer here. We've got a powered by. That's it. So if I come in here and look at my themes, I can come down here to my theme footer, and this is the code that makes that footer. And you can see it says powered by, proudly powered by WordPress. All of this is PHP code. I don't expect you guys to know PHP code. The little bit of that I want you to learn is echo and print. So echo and print essentially means put something on the screen. So I recognize some of this HTML here, right? Footer ID, footer class. Okay, so then I see this PHP and I go, whoa, wait a second. I don't really want to get into this. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to figure out when this stops. So I see an A tag here and an A tag here. This is that that footer that powered by, and I'm just going to delete it. And so I am just poking around here, really. So this is a comment, we can leave that. This is a page, we can leave that. So all I'm trying to do is just strip out the PHP code here. It looks like this is PHP 2. This is a closing PHP tag, and this is an opening PHP tag. So I know usually the stuff in between is nothing important. So what I've done is just kind of made this a standard footer page. And so I can type hello world in the footer now, and I can update that. And then I come back here and refresh, and I should see hello world, and I do see it right there. So now I can just take my code that I did in Bootstrap or on my other previous site for the footer and just drop it in, or I can just do something even simpler and say, well, you know what? We can use those column plugin and say what column mn dash group, and I can then say column and then close the column, and we're going to do 4 columns, right? Because it's the 4 columns in the footer. So this is column 1, and this is 2, this is 3, whoops, and this is 4, and then we're going to just close the column group here. And so I'm just putting all of these short code hacks into, or these short code kind of shortcuts in the footer. And now if I save this and I come back here, I should get what I expect is, okay, so it looks like code for the shortcuts isn't, I know you can't see that, hold on, isn't working, right? So it's just taking it literal. So it's HTML. So we're going to just put HTML in there is really and so pretty straightforward, right? So I'm going to just do this with divs. And again, I'm really careful about naming stuff because I don't want to name it something that's already been named by the theme or by WordPress. So I don't want to use a and actually this doesn't even need to be, we could just say footer column, and we're going to just do 4 of those. Poof, poof, poof. Okay, 4 columns right there. And so, you know, now I got to write the CSS, right? But so boom, simple, right? Simple, you know, div class. I'm going to update this now. And of course, it's going to look funny because it's just 3 or 4 divs. Yeah, stacked on top of each other, right? I could put borders, I put styles with that. But now I just go back to my main editor. If I go to my editor here, I can just add my styles to this page. And so I guess I'll go down near the bottom here. And I can just say what footer dash call. Need a dot in front of that. And right, we're going to go float left because we want them to all line up next to each other. I'm going to put a border on them just so I can see it. I'm going to set a height of actually I'm going to set a width first. And I've got 4 columns, right? So I'm going to set a width of 25%. There's got to be a better way to do this, but again, I'm kind of just doing it, winging it here. And we'll put a height of 100 pixels. Okay, so that should give me something to look at. Now, if this were a Bootstraps theme, you could just copy and paste your code right there. Okay, so apparently there's a margin here, so my width is too wide, right? So I just need to come back and change that width to 22 and update it. There it is. So you can guess, right? Facebook. And then there is a footer. There's already a footer style in there in that code. So if I come back to the theme footer, let's see here. There's actually a footer tag, and so I can say footer tag, make the background red, make the text white. I can put most of my styles in there. So if I come in here and just, oops. If I come in here and go back to my editor, which takes me to my main style sheet, right? I can just say search on footer, and yeah, this is displaying as block, footer. There we go, footer role content info. So there's already some code here, but now I can just say, look, make the background red. And there we go. So my other ones are white. Or no, they're not. They're notice my footer doesn't feel the full height, so you have to play around with that. But regardless, there you have it. So you can play around with that style once you've got it. But that's all I have for you.